This is Paul Revere. You probably learned about him in first grade. He's pretty famous for his midnight ride, but you probably didn't learn about Sybil Ludington's, which is far superior.
Sybil was born on April 5, 1761, as the daughter of Henry and Abigail Ludington. She was raised in Dutchess County, New York, even though she was born in Connecticut. She was the eldest of 12 children.
Her father was loyal to the British Crown until 1773, when he joined the rebels and quickly moved up the ranks to lead his local regiment. Since he previously fought in the French and Indian War, Colonel Ludington was regarded with high respect and was a distinguished member of his community as part of the 7th Regiment of the Dutchess County Militia.
As the American Revolution heated up in 1775, colonists became more willing to fight against the British Crown. Militias were present in each colony to rise up in opposition to the British if need be. However, it was not always easy to get these men together to fight, and often messengers had to be used to get the news out during an attack. On April 26, 1777, British Loyalists attacked Danbury, Connecticut, and a rider came to the Ludingtons' household to warn Colonel Henry of the attack. The fire from Danbury could be seen 10 miles west of their farm.
Colonel Henry had to prepare for battle, and the rider was too tired to continue warning men. Therefore, Henry's 16-year-old daughter Sybil took on the job of alerting men and gathering them together to fight against the British. Sybil had to move quickly, for all of her father's regiment was disbanded across many farms for the planting season.
She rode about 40 miles on horseback through Putnam and Dutchess counties, raising around 400 troops to meet Colonel Ludington. Throughout her ride, she carried a stick that she used to prod her horse and knock on doors. From 9 p.m. to midnight, Sybil rode in complete darkness whilst fighting off highwaymen to get the warning message out.
In addition, she faced the threats of cowboys and skinners throughout her ride. Cowboys were loyalists who plundered rural districts in and around New York. Skinners were loyal to nobody during the Revolution and would attack and plunder at random.
By the morning, troops banded together and were rapidly on the move towards Danbury to fight against the British. Although they could not stop the burning of Danbury, they would advance into what would be known as the Battle of Ridgefield. In this newspaper article, details about the British landing on Danbury are expressed from the revolutionaries. It describes how British troops were marching to Danbury from Fairfield and Norwalk. The article portrays how difficult it was to get the news out about attacks during the Revolution, for the paper was published on May 5th, yet the actual event occurred 9 days earlier.
After the Battle of Danbury and Ridgefield, George Washington personally went to Sybil's house to thank her for her ride. However, her dedication to independence did not end there. She continued to serve during the Revolutionary War as a messenger.
In 1784, Sybil married Edmund Ogden, who served as a sergeant in a Connecticut regiment. They had one child, Henry Ogden, who became a lawyer. Together, they all lived in Unadilla, New York. The story of Sybil Ludington is one of an untold hero who risked her life during the American Revolution to raise alarm about a British advancement in her territory. Sybil displayed the force of a fierce young woman in the 18th century who accomplished gathering troops in Connecticut.
In the Revolutionary War, women were not allowed to serve in the military, despite some doing so secretly. Many patriot women exercised support for their husbands from the safety of their homes as seamstresses, but found it difficult to stay economically stable while their husbands were away. At a time of dramatic changes in America, Sybil's ride represented a step towards progress and freedom that was led by a young woman. Sybil Ludington was adopted as a symbol by the National Woman's Party for use in campaigning for an Equal Rights Amendment, and in 1975, Ludington became the 35th woman to be honored on a United States postal stamp.
Sybil died on February 26, 1839, and was buried near the Presbyterian Church in Paterson, New York, alongside her parents. In 1935, Putnam County in New York erected markers along the route where Sybil rode.